I went to the gym. Like I did ketamine. I was like, I have to go to the gym. And then I was working out on ketamine. I was like, this is such a bad idea.
That's it doesn't sound like the like a protein shake
Yeah, no,
exactly.
your body doesn't catch up with how hard it's working.
Okay.
So you're like, oh, I'm gonna pass out.
Oh,
So
okay. So you like overheat.
Was it a good workout that were you just powerlifting?
I
and
at
you
one
didn't
point I
even-
was just like, this feels really bad. And then I was like, oh yeah, I remember a half an hour ago I did some ketamine. That's probably why I feel bad.
Okay. Yeah.
But, gotta be thin. So.
You must. I love waking up skinny.
That's
You
pretty
know
nice.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
that sounds.
That's the best time to be skinny.
That's never a struggle.
It just happened this way.
Kettlebells and K-holes.
Yep.
This is Premeditated, the podcast investigating society's unwritten laws and the heinous ways they're broken.
True crime, low stakes.
I'm Neil.
I'm Graham.
And this is Premeditated.
Hello to the 50 states. All 50. Maybe 51 soon. Cross your fingers.
Fingers crossed.
We're hoping to get a couple of those territories.
We're going to have a baby.
Yeah.
We have with us today an incredible guest.
Thank you.
The Honorable Jenny Zigrino.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi.
Oh, it is.
So glad to be here.
I am
Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
thrilled that you decided to join us on this beautiful evening in Los Angeles.
That's great.
We're
The sun is shining.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That's it.
That's it. The sun is shining.
That's it.
News alert.
News alert. Everything's really bad, but the sun continues to burn a hole through our earth. So how are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
I'm doing okay, I guess.
How was your social etiquette this week, Graham?
My social etiquette, I would say, was medium well. Like it wasn't average, but I think I did slightly above what is
wasn't
expected
average.
of me of society. Yeah, I mean, the times I needed to tip, I tipped, so doing pretty
That's
well.
great.
Okay, there. Yeah. I try to make good eye contact during conversations.
It's important.
I held the door for somebody.
You did not.
I did. I, in
Wow.
fact, did. I know.
A stranger?
Yeah, it was a DoorDasher, a mopeder DoorDasher. We were going into a restaurant, and he was coming out with a big tray of things, and I held it, and he
Wow.
he almost gave it back to me a little bit too much. He was like, "Thank you so much, man," and I was like, "Okay,
Then you
settle down.
smashed the
you
door in
have
his
somewhere
face.
you have somewhere to be with some hot food, so let's keep it moving a little bit." Yeah, but so Jenny, you told us off air. I hope you mind this. You are bicoastal.
I am, yeah.
And I know this is an oft talked about subject, but how would you compare this social, just like sort of daily nuance etiquette between
New York
the
and
acronym
LA?
cities, LA and NYC?
Well, I definitely am noticing LA is much friendlier. People are nicer.
Yeah.
But New York is like when you get someone who likes you, they're locked in.
They're into it. Yeah.
They're into it, right? So like
Oh.
in my building that I live in, there is like just like a different vibe. So like there's a 95-year-old woman who just sits on the stoop and has like a shirt over her grocery cart that says I'm 90.
That's
It's
exactly
adorable.
how I imagine a New York stoop to
She's
be.
lived there for 50 years in the same building.
Rent control.
No shit. And so she's great, right? But then like there's a bunch of like young kind of tech people in my building who I don't think have made eye contact with me.
The non-rent controls.
Yeah, and I'm like in LA, I know all my neighbors. I'm friends with everybody, or like I say hi, whatever. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment to like, I live here, you live there. That is it.
The walls separate us.
Yes.
The one thing I will say about New York is that they understand how to get out of the way.
Yes.
In a way that they don't in LA. So I view it as very polite to be like, I'm not gonna be in your way right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA is very much like there's a falsity of like thinking that being in the way is like a good thing. You're like, you're just like, oh, let me create this like environment for you. It's like, I see the environment. Can I just move through it without having to like, bow my head and thank you. And like the DoorDasher. It's like, you can, I was just holding the door from, just go do your job. You don't
freaked him out that day.
It was wild. And he hopped on his little electric scooter and whizzed away. Yeah.
I feel like the big thing is you can always tell, especially in New York, if someone's not from there, because they will stop in the middle of the entrance to the turnstile or exit to the turnstile and check where they are every time.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. And you're just like, please,
Like
just go to the side.
Like the subway, like it hasn't fully spun through yet, and they're stopping.
Yeah, they're like right before you get to the turnstiles, and they're just like, I need to see where I'm going first. And it drives me nuts. There have been times where I've now turned into a New Yorker where I'm like, get the fuck out of my way. And that feels good.
That's beautiful.
That feels great.
Fun opportunity to use an accent, too. I would
Get
say.
the fuck
Fuck.
out of my way.
Oh, we should go to New York.
Yeah, we should. Oh my God, it'd be so fun.
We could fly to New York just to yell at people.
Yeah, I've been in Queens for 2 months. I'm like, I'm from fucking Queens. I'm from fucking Queens. Sunnyside, brah.
Why do you take the brown line, right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's what I did this morning.
The brown color one is the what? The U, the V? The W is the
Q,
brown
the T?
one, right?
No, the W is the yellow.
W is
Brown,
yellow. Because
fuck.
A and C are blue.
The JMZ, I think.
The JMC.
Is it the JMZ?
Yeah. The
Is the brown
Jersey,
line?
Mass.
the Jenny motherfucking Zigrino.
JZ line.
Oh.
I'm on the 7.
Okay.
Oh, you're
well,
seven.
It's
Okay.
purple. I'm on the purple line.
Like a number 7.
Yeah.
That New York boroughs sound so much cooler than like LA neighborhoods, like Bronx, Queens,
Highland
Manhattan, and we have like
Yeah.
Silver Lake. It's just like
Culver City.
real.
It's nice.
Santa Monica. I know it's not
Whoa.
LA, but whatever. Fuck you guys.
Really?
Oh,
I thought it was.
No, they're not.
It's its own. They have their own government.
They're alone.
It's because
their own
because
little pieces of shit over.
yeah, no, it's because all the rich people. Sorry to call them by their refer to them so informally, but like they wanted to keep their like LAPD wasn't enough, so they like made their own government so they could have their own.
It's always about
private-
having your own police department, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Wow.
want your own criminals.
Speaking of crime,
Oh,
I have a case for you
Ooh.
two. Yes, and I
Exciting.
think that I'm gonna need some help sussing it out because
Okay.
it's the type of case that that where I'm incredibly guilty of it,
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
I don't want to be judged.
Okay, but you so you don't.
I gave him the wrong place.
Okay, that's perfect. This is a perfect. So you don't want to be judged, but you know what
I
you're
know
doing
it's wrong.
is wrong. Okay,
Yeah, I know it's
this
wrong.
Is gonna be
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah.
Is this
Okay.
But like, where's the line? So I need your help, like figuring out where is the line.
Okay.
Is this is this something that would occur to us, or is
Listen,
it
I'm
like
sure
a
we've
particular to you?
all
Okay.
come toe to toe with this green-eyed
This
monster.
faux pas.
Yeah,
Thick case, awfully thick. case
awfully
file?
thick.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of literature about this.
Okay.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh, my heart just started pounding.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't-
worried I'm
don't
going to be
settle
guilty of
down.
this too.
Yeah.
All right.
We might implicate.
Is this a gendered thing?
We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna find out. Should we crack it open?
Let's crack it.
open.
Jessica, how was informed trauma therapy?
Oh my God, I learned so much about myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And
One
but-
example.
Oh, I just learned that like, the things that I do I do them, and like we all just do things.
Huh, that
and
is-
like once you realize the doing, then the undoing can be done.
That
That
is
is-
so true.
That's very
Right?
informative. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah.
I feel super
the
informed.
things we do, we do.
We do them.
Oh my gosh. And
I should try
like,
this.
Yeah.
I appreciate like learning this on such a beautiful hike.
I know.
Yeah. What,
Yeah.
what did you say this one was again?
We're currently in the Verdugo Heights.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's,
Verdugo.
I knew it.
Doesn't that mean axe murderer in Spanish?
Does it?
I think, or executioner of some sort.
I don't know. I'm not bilingual.
You know,
I'm white.
Me too.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
And that
of
was
us.
part of the informed trauma, was really dealing and confronting my inability to speak
Just
more languages.
Lack of linguistics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I think it is? there's a baseball player, and they call him the Executioner, and his last name's Verdugo.
Is that what it is?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, Alex Verdugo.
Okay.
Wow.
well,
Okay. Have you ever done ketamine before?
I have played baseball.
They're kind of similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're both like knocking stuff out of the park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
rounding the bases on this one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a text. I'm getting a
Oh,
text.
okay.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's Mikey, my boyfriend.
Oh, my
I can't believe you get
gosh.
service out here. I can't believe.
Yeah, no. If I hold it, it's the 3 dots.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you still have dots on your... Oh, he's sending you a text,
He's
3
sending me a
dots.
text,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we can carry on.
Yeah.
he said we
conversation.
needed to talk. What is
I guess-
that? What do you think that means?
I think that means. I mean, I'm not. I don't have informed.
I think you
That
might...
means, but-
I have some ketamine if you want some.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Like,
I think you might need a little bit.
because I'm actually kind of
Just
freaking
to
out
get
a
you
little.
loosey-goosey for whatever that means, because it's
Okay.
pretty intense.
Just one-
I'm gonna text him back.
bump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's right. He's writing again.
All right.
Oh, that wasn't enough?
That wasn't enough. Oh, he said, I think this has run its course, and we should see other people.
Oh my gosh, that's so kind of him to be so forward with you.
Is it? Yeah. Because I'm a little heartbroken right now.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Ketamine will fix that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, like, pull it out now because I'm about to lose it.
Yeah.
I'm about to lose it.
Can we get Terry a bump? He's
Okay.
starting to lose it.
Here,
I'm sweating. It's
Here's
suddenly-
my bag of ketamine.
Oh, thank
Please
you,
take
thank
it.
you.
Terry, just can you remind me? Whoa. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That went way faster than I thought.
It's
There's more,
instant
right?
release. It's really good.
Okay.
Terry, this was the guy you met at All Seasons, correct?
Yeah, 8 months ago. We started dating 8 months ago.
Oh my
Oh wow.
And he
gosh.
Didn't you just move in together?
Were you a fish?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I was packing to move in with him.
Okay.
He's been kind of like, he's been weird about it because he's been saying like, oh, like I'm just not quite yet. We're not there yet. But
Okay.
I was packed up and ready to move in.
So,
Okay.
and permission to say this, it sounds like there were signs, though, right?
Was there signs?
I think the he's not ready for a relationship yet was maybe a sign.
No, he's
and
just
and
like-
again, I haven't had informed therapy, so I'll defer to you, Carla, on this one.
Well, look. Well, Carla is my second name.
Jessica
for sure.
Carla.
Oh,
Just, you know, I prefer Jessica, but I will accept Carla.
I apologize. I'm just still. I'm sorry. I'm white. I
It's
just don't
okay.
get it.
It's okay, Hank.
Okay.
So.
Oh, I go by Henry now.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I guess we're both on a journey. So I forgot what the question was because I'm on a lot of ketamine.
Were
but-
were there signs for Terry?
Oh well. Okay. Terry did like not give you a set of keys when you asked for one,
He didn't give me a set of keys.
Yeah.
He also liked to take separate cars to places too.
Yeah.
I thought that was just because his car was so messy.
Oh, I thought it's because he hated the environment. That kind of makes it so much better. He didn't want to.
Oh, that's true.
That is
That's
nice
true.
of him,
He,
yeah.
he was trying to really fuck the environment.
Yeah, I guess it's a good. Oh. Phew. And
Maybe I
destroy the
dodged a
nature
bullet
we're
here.
enjoying.
Starting to think I dodged a bullet.
Yeah. I also think didn't Terry give you like 3 different phone numbers?
Yeah, he said that they were for one that he gives to family members, one that he
Okay.
gives to business associates, and the other one is just a cell.
Okay.
You got all 3?
I got all 3, but
Okay, so it
he
sounds
really
like-
wouldn't answer any of them. But he texted me from the general cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
General
it said
cell.
Yeah.
it said Terry, which is also my name, Terry General Cell. And I thought we were so well matched because we
Terry
both had
and
the same
Terry.
Terry and Terry. Yeah,
That's so
but
cute.
mine's with an A and his is with an E, so I thought it was
Yeah.
cute.
Terry and
Terry, I'm Terry. He's Terry.
That's terrible. Are you doing okay? I mean, you.
No, I'm so sweaty. I'm so heartbroken. I
Yeah.
can't even
Oh no,
breathe.
you just stepped in some dog shit.
That's the least of my problems, but it's still a big problem. All rise for the Honorable Judge Jenny Zigrino.
Hello. Wow, what a journey that was.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to just delve into this.
Yes. Okay.
It's really nice to
Okay.
get out in nature.
Well,
Yeah.
what do you guys think the crux of the case was?
I see 2 things here.
Okay.
And they could be. I could be over 2 on this one. My first instinct was having a phone out on a hike.
Okay.
So like technology versus nature.
Yeah. Okay.
because you did set us up in a nature, so that was just like, it put a little like green flag in my head to be like, understand. And then the second one, which I think is a little more obvious, and maybe this is what you were thinking, is making your relationship troubles everybody else's issue.
I saw answering a text. So not kind of in your world, but like answering a text when you're with other people.
Okay.
Big faux pas.
Yeah.
Right? Taking your phone out. And then I think, actually, I just think that that's it. And then I think that's the bad
And everything
one.
else is good.
Everything else is like, yeah, whatever. We're friends. We're all talking about relationships.
Yeah. I mean, what I was going for in that is breaking up via text.
Oh.
So
That's never happened to me before.
that's never happened. You've never done that to someone before?
I have told someone that it's not going to work out after like a week to like 2 weeks of dating somebody.
Define a
But I've
relationship,
never been in an 8-month relationship like you and Terry from Beverly, Massachusetts. Oh my God,
How'd you
Terry.
know?
Terry, I'm so sad that Terry broke your heart, Terry. Yeah, but if I was dating that person for like more than a month and like we've gone on several dates, then yeah, I'm gonna call them and break up in person or break up in person.
Okay.
Yeah, I was way off. I don't know if that makes me like complicit with like breaking up over text.
Have you?
No, not like nothing. You said 8 months, nothing longer than 8 months.
Yeah.
But for sure, texts like kind of what you're talking about is like a whatever situationship, like a couple dates, a couple hookups, whatever, and then it's like, I'm not feeling it, and it's. I think in those situations, a text fits the bill a little bit.
Yeah, I think,
because a more official breakup kind of makes it seem like it was bigger than what it was.
Yeah.
Which is like a little bit of an insult to the person who's being break up with a little bit,
Yes.
being like, oh, I didn't know,
I think 3 dates is if it's after 3 dates.
Wow.
Then you need to call. A call. Like you don't have to be in
Okay.
person, but it can be a phone call. If it's like 3 months, it needs to be in person.
In person, yeah. But I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm like curious as to why. Why does it have to be in person after 3 months? Just because otherwise it's a slap in the face to the person that you've been having sex with for 3 months?
Yeah,
is that why?
Tell me why I'm a piece of shit. Tell me why I'm a trash.
I'm just like asking.
I'm not
Asking
gonna.
for a friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue
For
that
Terry.
Neil isn't trash, but I do. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes in the situation, in Terry with an A situation. Is that like? I think there are some situations where in a small way, if I were to be broken up with, I would kind of want that news to be fed to me in a text. Because that sort of, I don't know, there's a sting both ways. It's a sting because it's like, oh, they didn't think I was worth an in-person conversation. But then there's also times where it's like, a breaking up to my face is like, they have to see my reaction and like, and like
more vulnerable.
my emotions are like played out in real time in front of the person hurting me, which is it almost feels a little bit like bullying.
It's a lot like bullying. Breaking up.
Well, okay. I think you can also take it from 2 sides, though. The person getting dumped and the person doing the dumping, right?
Dumper and dumpy.
So if you know you're getting dumped by someone, you've been dating for 3 months, and you know they're going to dump you, would you opt in for the text or the phone versus the person who's doing the dumping?
Opt in push notifications. That's kind of
Right.
nice. Yeah.
I, as the person doing the dumping, would definitely do it in person. I think as knowing I was going to get dumped after 3 months, I think it would still warrant a person because 3 months is when you've decided I either want to be with this person or I don't.
Okay.
That's kind of like my test is like.
I can keep that going way longer
Oh,
than 3
wow.
months.
Okay, the mask stays on. Okay.
That is a lot of emotional clarity to like know at 3 months you're like, oh, this isn't right or this is right. Because like I've been in relationships that have gone on a year where I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah.
This is
Are you
not
sure?
right.
Are you sure were there okay, here's the question. Was it you were like, oh, I can handle this thing, or like, I don't really like this thing, but I think it's okay, and then you were like, it's really not okay? Or was it like 9 months in, suddenly they became like super abusive, and you were like, oh my God, this is not who I thought I was with?
That is a very different. Yeah. That second one is.
Yeah.
They started slapping you in public.
A little domestic V.
I saw
suddenly.
I saw a reel recently of a woman who flicked her boyfriend's forehead, and it filled me with so much rage.
Oh my God.
Flicking versus just slap him. Like, just don't flick me. Just punch me. Like,
it concentrates
this little
the force. Yeah.
Like you are a bug.
Oh my God.
That's what I do to
Terry
bugs.
says you're a bug.
That's so true though, because like slapping, I think most people have been slapped at one point in their life. Hands up for people who have been slapped.
Yeah, me too.
I think. But like that's like something you can handle. But a flick is so like, you're right. It's very dismissive. It's like flicking a bug.
Yeah.
But it's such a like unique form of abuse that you're like I feel like it wouldn't be so much the pain from the flick, because I think flicks probably can't hurt, but just like the shock of being like,
you just flicked me.
You know what I don't like is being confused, and now I'm confused.
Yeah.
You know?
confused and hurt.
Just abuse me. What are you
Confused and
doing?
abused.
Because
Yeah.
you can't go to someone and be like, they flick me.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what?
There's so much plausible deniability in the flick. It's so rude.
Yeah. Big mark.
So yeah.
Nobody deserves that.
Okay, so back to though, do you
Sure,
feel like there were things that you just let go because
overlooking?
you were in the honeymoon phase and you were like, whatever?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was for sure like like things I was like willing to overlook, being like, oh, like, you know, they do this and this, like they like get mad at me when I don't post on Instagram enough, and I'm like, whatever, that's just like their thing. And then but like there's also like the post breakup clarity of being like, oh no, that was like like a lot of things added up was like a bad sign. But in the moment, or like during in the relationship, it's like, oh, you know, I can look past that because she's nice to me, or my friends like her, or whatever.
Yeah, those are the two other reasons. It's amazing how far my friends like her will go.
Oh, that's big. Yeah.
It's a big one. Where it's
but
just
like if your friends don't like them, I think that's a big. It's
But
like
if your friends don't like them, you shouldn't be dating them anyways.
Yeah. Because this is
Friends
family.
know.
Yeah, friends do know. Friends do know. Friends
some
do know.
Yeah, most do.
And
Some friends don't know.
See,
Some friends, I've had because that's the other thing is I've had friends like after a breakup, friends were like, "Oh, you got to get her back," and that set me back like months because I was like, "Okay, gotta get her back."
she was so much better than you.
I'm like, "No."
Oh man, I really fucked up.
That is the rudest thing for a friend
I
to
showed up
say
outside
ever.
her house with signs like in a Love Actually. It was bad. It was bad.
James said you should come back. James told me to try to do this.
I think James wants to date you. Yeah, I think 3 months person has to be in person.
So 3 dates is the threshold between texting and calling. 3 months is the threshold between calling and in person.
This is like exactly the 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
But again,
3
though,
months without
if
air.
in that 3 months you were spending a lot of time with that person, then
it can push the deadline
Also,
forward.
too, you need to think about: are you in a love bombing situation?
Describe a love bombing situation.
So if
I could think of a lot
meet
of different
someone,
definitions for love bomb.
right, and like if you immediately start like hanging out with this person all the time, you start making all these plans, and like you've just met this person, that's probably going to be a love bombing situation, and it will combust and it will be very bad.
I definitely do that every time. I think
You get love bombed.
I
you
love bomb. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm like the worst.
That's
person to be in a
why you
relationship with.
dump people over text, you monster.
I haven't done it in a long time. People always come to me and then get dumped.
I'm just sitting here.
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, so lot of factors. I think there's a lot of factors into it.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I'm still kind of torn because I believe both of you.
Yeah.
Both of you are. I'm really straddling this fence a little bit.
Okay.
Because, like, I do still feel like there is, like, after the 3 month deadline, like, that person, if you spend a lot of time with them, they deserve the respect of being, you know.
I do agree.
Told face to face. But like, the text is also, like.
It might be kinder for them.
Maybe a little bit.
I like
maybe Okay, would you accept?
Okay.
Let's say Terry with an E, texted Terry with an A, was like, I've been thinking about things. I want to break up. Would you agree to meet me this weekend and like, recap, closure, whatever? Is the pretext
You set the expectation of breakup.
The pretext of the pretext of the breakup? How does that fit with you in your courtroom?
What does that make you feel?
I'm thinking, okay, if someone texts me that I've been intimate with and was like, oh, we have a life path together, and they go, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. I want to break up. We should talk about it. I would be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And why don't you go die in a bog, you fucking broccoli.
But wouldn't it be
piece of
kind of a
shit.
gift that they gave
Not
you that?
at all.
They
no.
did all the validation or all the high ground.
This is what I see. I've already made my choice, and now I just need to talk at you about it.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, and I think because the person who was dumped then just starts filing away all the receipts and arguments. And then when that meetup does come, you come in guns blazing.
Yeah,
being
like it's
everybody's
over.
fully loaded.
We'll go no contact for 6 months. Then we can talk about it. And I'm not going to have the cloud of, I want to get back together with this person. How can I change? Da, da, da. It's just then I will be like, you are awful. And I'll tell you all the reasons you're awful. And then I will leave.
That sounds nice and clean to me.
Yeah.
I've never had a relationship that clean.
Me neither.
You fooled me. I really thought that
I've never been dumped that way. This is how my relationships have ended. Is the last one ended with me having to be like, I think you're unhappy. We should probably break up. And that was over the phone because we were both in different states.
Okay.
And I was like, here's all the reasons. We can talk about it.
Sounds very mature.
In a week.
Yeah.
And we talked about it.
Although,
and that was horrible.
It was horrible.
Oh yeah, it was
you think that that was a mistake to frame it up that way, or
no?
It was just a bad breakup.
It was just a bad relationship that that truths were coming out where I was like, oh my God, I've been these last 6 months have been a lie.
Oh.
And then we went no contact. And then I do the thing where I'm like, I'm a modern woman. I can have friendships with exes because they don't bother or impact me. Yeah. And then it just is continually stabbing myself in the heart over and over again.
So that's not a good thing to do.
Don't contact them.
Asking
You
for
go
a friend.
go no contact. Do it. I've done no contact for 3 or 4 months.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go back and then I'm like, this was so stupid.
Yeah.
And then but then I've already contacted, so now I got to commit.
Doors open, yeah.
I got to commit to friendship.
Oh no.
I hate it.
But wasn't friendship the reason why
now
you
we're
did contact?
friends.
Oh,
now we're stuck as friends. This is the worst. Okay. I don't think that just because you talk to a person again means that you have to be friends with them.
No, it does. I'm committed to this.
All right.
No, acquaintances. I say, what is it? Alain de Botton put it very well, who is a great philosopher. You guys should listen to him.
Okay.
We're all familiar with their work.
Polite distance.
Oh.
Yeah. It's you're kind and you're polite. And I'm happy to hear about that.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's about that.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So all of this kind of begs the question of, I think we're pretty clear on a ruling, right? We're at the 3 dates to 3 months. There's it defines the 3 tiers of communication about a breakup. So somebody either violates that in either direction.
Yes.
I think one direction is less harmful than the other. If I have gone on 3 dates with someone and then I meet them up in person and break up with them in person, actually that sounds insane now that I'm saying it out loud.
I would just say if you were dating for 3 dates and then was like, hey, can we meet up? And then broke up with them, they'd probably be like, oh, okay.
The fuck is your problem?
Yeah,
thanks for telling me.
I think with the single digit date rule, in the 3 range, I think it's not okay to show up to the next meetup with the intention of breaking up to them.
Okay.
But like if you're on whatever date 4 and they like say something or do or whatever it is, and you're like in the moment you're like this isn't working, like that's a face-to-face breakup and that's fine. But I think scheduling a hangout to break up with them in that sort of time is like a little too like.
You might be enjoying the breakup too much.
It's like you're taking too much power. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think it's got to be a little more like neutral and
So that's a violation.
Mm-hmm.
Not texting when you should be calling or in person is also a violation.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do to the violators of this thing? If you're found guilty, what is the punishment?
What I would like to do if I were the dumpy, I would like to tell the dumper's close friends one secret, or just like one thing that I don't like. You've given me some information that like I don't want to hear. I just want to tell. Obviously, don't like burn bridges or anything. But like, okay,
they never liked you.
I found this out in the bedroom about you.
They didn't come to your birthday party, and it's because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
Or like some little.
Okay.
Or like, his dick hangs to the left.
Here's what I was thinking as a punishment.
Too harsh was my secret thing. Too harsh.
I think it's like too personal, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just gonna say if somebody breaks up via text and they shouldn't have, they just won't get the multi-factor authentication texts anymore.
So they can't
check your
They can't log in.
That's so much more cutthroat than the
They have to
secret.
go through the entire forgot password flow in order to get into their accounts every single time. That's my punishment.
That's
Okay.
diabolical.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay, so different ones. I think so if before 3 dates, if they meet up with you or call you.
Okay. So they're going the opposite. They're being too intimate in this case.
If it's too intimate,
yeah.
then I think they should drop their phone and they get a little crack, a little tiny
crack.
little tiny in the corner,
Hairline.
little tiny in the corner.
I love that.
Like-
and
I love
if they
that.
have a screen protector, it can be the screen protector that cracks.
Their
Good for
phone's
them.
still usable, but
if they were prepared for
I
it.
like that a lot because their phone's still usable. It's not like
Yes.
damaging hundreds of dollars worth of merchandise, but they have to look at it and know that it happened.
If
Every time they use their phone.
before the 3 months and they violate anything, then they don't have access to any of their ex's social media, including yours. None of it. So they can't even go back to somebody else.
Even if they're in the polite distance
Yeah,
or even
can't even, you
acquaintance
can't
or
even look at
friend.
it. And then this is the final punishment, is if after the 3 months, if they dump you via text, every nude photo they send now goes directly to their parents.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Every and their mom especially.
Their mom especially.
The friend secret thing.
Especially their mother.
It goes to their parents,
You're
but
gonna-
it goes
you're gonna
even
dump
more
me.
to their
It's in
mom.
an email marked priority.
Yeah, you're gonna dump me after 10 months. Yeah, your mom is gonna see.
Is gonna see
your dick.
My
Okay.
gosh. Oh my.
Yeah.
I
In that
literally
dirty
have
mirror.
goosebumps.
That is chilling. That is chilling.
Oh,
We've
it's
got a
so-
conservative on the court. Oh my
Isn't
god.
it so funny? The dirty mirror in nudes is so crazy.
Such a dirty mirror.
There's so many times I'm like looking at whatever Instagram stories and there's like a thirst trap. I'm like, do you wipe down your sink?
How
Like,
is it so dirty?
crazy. Yeah.
Why is it such a dirty mirror?
Like you put so much effort into like your like outfit or body, whatever it is, and you don't just like move the half bottle of mouthwash like down a little bit.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
As someone who is very, very big on aesthetics, that doesn't bother me actually.
The dirty mirror?
I was gonna
A
say
dirty
it's-
mirror is like dirty and gross in kind of a good way.
Okay,
I don't
but
know.
maybe you're into that.
Maybe
Maybe you want to like
I'm
lick
just
a
a little-
mirror or something.
yeah.
You're just like, ooh, yeah.
I'm normal.
You're a little dirty girl. It's
I'm a little dirty
okay.
girl.
That your blackout social media thing is like an incredible app
genius.
idea. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't been invented and it should
Yeah.
be invented.
Where you don't get to control it, where someone else controls that you can't talk to any of
No,
your
it's just
exes.
it's just a universal blackout on all your content.
Yeah. It gets sent to your current significant other and your like friends. So it's like
Yeah.
people who can either punish you or look out for you with
Yeah.
the same app. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It's quite beautiful. Wow.
Well, in that case, I think this might be case closed.
Case
think it's
closed.
closed.
Do we do
Case
this?
closed. Yeah. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
This is Premeditated.